chin. You like that about that particular heifer. One here again that has that positive lay in that shoulder. I like that about that individual. Ties back from that shoulder to that forerib, really nice and neat. Has some rib shape to her, some depth of body to her. Level down through her underline. I like that about that particular heifer. She still gets out and moves with some athleticism off both ends of her skeleton here. Doesn't disappoint you down her top line. As we get back to her hip structure here, maybe she's a little shorter from hooks to pins. You put this heifer into motion here. Maybe you just want to duck her pins ever so slightly out here. But here's one that's very attractive from the side profile, very functional type of female. The female that comes out of that second class here, here's one that's got that positive rib shape that we talked about. I talked about this heifer through the middle portion of her body. That's the first thing I talked about. I like the rib shape in that heifer, the depth of body in that particular female out here. She's very attractive as she comes back to that rear flank out here. She gets out and moves with some athleticism off both ends of her skeleton. Maybe gets a little piecier as we view her here. Maybe it's not as attractively designed through that neck region. Gets a little plainer through that lower chest floor out here. She's level and long down her top, long and level from her hooks to her pins. We'd like to tone her down in her brow bone and her tail setting just a little bit to make her tie in from part to part, maybe just a little bit more effectively here. Maybe we'd just like to see just a little bit more show ring look up through that front end and that particular heifer. The heifer that wins that last class out here, here's one that's a broody kind of an individual out here, a stout-jawed, stout-featured individual out here, has that rib-shaped capacity, neat enough up through that shoulder region out here. I like this heifer. She stands very square on all four corners, does a good job of putting all 4 feet in a positive forward motion. I like that about that individual. Power, shape, structural correctness out here. Yeah, maybe she gets a little bit more mature up through that neck region and down through that lower chest floor, where she'll be our champion.
So your grand champion, Maine Anjou heifer, coming out of lot 14, Blind Badger Ranch.